On Fox Wilmington. Streaming live on
I'm Stacey
foxwilmington.com.
Live in Oak Island, where two separate shark bites happened within the past 24 hours. We just got those new 911 calls. They'll be coming up in just a few minutes.
A family mourning the death of their father, who was killed while doing his job.
And the heat and humidity will continue across southeastern North Carolina. Heat advisors have been hoisted. We'll talk about the full forecast coming up here on Fox Wilmington's Carolina in the Morning, which starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Carolina in the Morning on Fox Wilmington. I'm Bob Townsend in for Kim Ratcliffe.
And I'm Bob Bond on a Monday morning, where we begin with tragedy in Oak Island. This just into our newsroom. The calls to 911 moments after a 12-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy were bitten by sharks.
And now those bites happened only about 2 miles apart at Oak Island. Listen now to the call that came in after the young girl was bitten.
Yeah, there's a girl whose hands had bitten off by a shark. We're at the 14th Street Beach Access. It's 16th Street Southeast. We need an ambulance right away.
Now, Carolina in the Morning, Stacey Pinno has been live in Oak Island all morning long. She was actually there last night as well. Stacey, we've been mentioning these two incidents taking place about 90 minutes apart. Now, how far down the beach from one another did these things happen?
Bob, they were just over 2 miles. Now, you heard in that 911 call, it said we were 16th Street Southeast. That's exactly where we are standing right here. So right around in this area is where that first victim was bit. Like you said, it was a 12-year-old girl. She was airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. We have learned she is now in fair condition. However, she did have to have her left arm amputated from the elbow down. Now, just 2 miles south is where the second incident happened. Like you said, this was a 16-year-old boy. He too was airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. He also had his left arm amputated, but his was from the shoulder down. Now, many people are asking, is it safe to come out today? Well, yesterday, the Brunswick County officials did send an ATV asking people to get out of the waters. They did say these waters are now open today, but they are asking anyone who does get in is to use extreme caution. They have increased their patrol. There is Marine One as well as Air One going to be surveying these shores just for extra precaution here. And again, town officials are encouraging anyone who gets in the water today to use extreme caution.
They will be allowed in the water. We will continue to monitor them. Also encouraging, maybe to be a little bit more beach oriented tomorrow instead of in the water until we can get a better handle on the situation.
Now, I'm sure many of you are shocked that two separate shark bites happened on the same beach and within 90 minutes of each other. Coming up on Fox Wilmington News at 7:30, we're going to tell you what town officials say about these two separate shark bites. But for now, reporting in Oak Island, I'm Stacey Pinno for Carolina in the Morning. Guys, back to you.
Streaming live on foxwilmington.com.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Carolina in the Morning on Fox Wilmington. I'm Bob Townsend. The beaches in Brunswick County will be open today following a pair of shark bites Sunday. A young girl and a teenage boy both had to have their arms amputated. Carolina in the Morning, Stacey Pinno live at Oak Island. Stacey, how often does something like this happen down at Oak Island?
Good morning, Bob. Well, town officials are definitely shocked by this incident, and the fire chief said last night at their news conference that he's been in Oak Island for the past 16 years and has never witnessed this before. Now, I can tell you today the scene is a little different than it was yesterday. As you can see over my right shoulder, there's actually a man brave enough to get in the water right here at Access 16, which is where the very first shark bite happened. It happened right around about 4:15 p.m. yesterday. A 12-year-old girl was bit, and she was airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. She has since been treated for her injuries. She is in fair condition, but her left arm was amputated from the elbow down. Now, just 2 miles down from where you see this man in the water right now is where the second incident happened. This is where a 16-year-old boy was bit. He too was airlifted to the hospital. He has since been treated and also in fair condition. However, he had his left arm amputated from the shoulder down. Now, many people are asking, are these waters safe today? They are back open. Officials announced last night that these waters are back open today, and they're asking everyone to use extreme caution if you get in. Town officials did say that they have increased their patrol in the area. They have added Marine One as well as Air One to help monitor our coastlines. The town manager of Oak Island also wanted to reassure everyone that Brunswick County is still a safe place to be.
Oak Island is still a safe place. We're monitoring the situation. This is highly unusual, and we'll continue to assess it and try to evaluate in the county. We do have the full support of every agency to try to resolve it, and like I said, we do believe this is out of the norm for shark activity.
There will be a press conference at 9 a.m. today at Oak Island Town Hall. We will be live streaming this, so stay with Fox Wilmington on air and online as we continue to bring you the latest developments of this story. But for now, reporting in Oak Island, I'm Stacey Pino for Fox Wilmington News. Guys, back to you.
WECT.com and the WECT News app.
5 a.m. on a Monday. Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Carolina in the Morning. I'm Bob Bonner in for Kim Ratcliffe.
And I'm Bob Townsend. Glad you're with us today on this Monday morning.
Yeah, sad Monday morning. 12 and a 16-year-old recovering this morning after two separate shark bites happening off our shores.
That's right. Both incidents happening down at Oak Island on Sunday within about an hour and a half of each other. Carolina in the Morning. Stacey Pena live at Oak Island this morning. So, Stacey, these two shark bites were not very far apart, were they?
No, not at all. Good morning, guys. Just 2 miles separate these two separate shark attacks, or shark bites that happened within the past 24 hours that sent two young people to the hospital with, at the time, life-threatening injuries. Now, I'm standing at the first scene where the first victim was only 12 years old, and she was bit right outside the Ocean Crest Motel. Now, she was airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. We have learned from hospital officials that she is in fair condition. However, she did have to have her left arm amputated from the elbow down. Now, just an hour and a half later, about 2 miles south of where we are, is where the second bite happened. This is where a 16-year-old boy was bit. He too was airlifted to the hospital. We have also learned from hospital officials that he too is in fair condition. However, he had to have his left arm amputated from the shoulder down. Now, the beaches were closed yesterday, but in a press conference last night, town officials did say it will be back open today. They are going to have increased patrol on the island. There is also going to be Marine One and Air One patrolling the shorelines, but even with the beaches back open, the town officials are asking you to use extreme caution when going into the waters.
They will be allowed in the water. We will continue to monitor them. Also encouraging, maybe to be a little bit more beach oriented tomorrow instead of in the water until we can get a better handle on the situation.
Now, I'm sure many of you are still shocked that two shark bites happened within 2 hours of each other on the same beach. Now, coming up on Carolina in the Morning at 5:30, I'll tell you what town officials have to say about these two shark bites. But for now, reporting in Oak Island, I'm Stacey Pino for Carolina in the Morning. Guys, back to you.
And the WECT News app.
It's hot out. Just be ready.
No doubt.
I mean, it's 5:30 right now. It's still hot outside. I'm Bob Bonner this morning for Kim Ratcliffe.
And I'm Bob Townsend. We're glad you're with us today. The beaches in Brunswick County will be open today. This after two people were bitten by a shark.
Yeah, that was a young girl and a teenage boy. Both had to have their limbs amputated. Our Carolina in the Morning, Stacey Pino now live in Oak Island this morning. Stacey, so now with two of these happening yesterday, how often has something like this happened in that island of Oak Island?
Well, Bob, town leaders are calling this definitely out of the ordinary. In their press conference last night, the fire chief of Oak Island said that he's been here for 16 years and has never seen anything like that before. Now, I'm standing right where the first bite happened within the past 24 hours. This is where we learned that a 12-year-old girl was bit right outside of the Ocean Crest Motel right near the Ocean Crest Pier here in Oak Island. She was airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. At the time, she did have life-threatening injuries. We have since learned that she is in fair condition. We also have learned from hospital officials that she did have to have her left arm amputated from the elbow down. Now, just an hour and a half later, 2 miles down from where the first bite happened, a second one occurred. Now, this one affecting a 16-year-old boy. He too was airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center and is also in fair condition this morning, but he did have to have his left arm amputated from the shoulder down. Now, many people are asking, is it safe to come out to the beaches? Well, town leaders did say they will be back open today, and they are increasing their patrol. Marine One and Air One will be out here today. They will be monitoring the shorelines, and the town manager of Oak Island did say in the press conference last night that he wants to reassure everyone that Brunswick County is still a safe place.
Oak Island is still a safe place. We're monitoring the situation. This is highly unusual, and we'll continue to assess it and try to evaluate it in the county. We do have the full support of every agency to try to resolve it, and like I said, we do believe this is out of the norm for shark activity.
Now, there will be a press conference coming up at 9 a.m. today in the Oak Island Town Hall. We will be going to that, and we'll be sure to bring you the latest developments as we learn them. But for now, reporting in Oak Island, I'm Stacy Pino for Caroline in the Morning. Guys, back to you.
In the morning, streaming live on WECT.com and the WECT News app.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bob Townsend.
I'm Bob Bonner in for Kim Ratcliffe on this Monday morning. As Monday morning marked with tragedy in Oak Island.
Absolutely. The beaches in Brunswick County will be open today. This after 2 people were bitten by sharks.
Yeah, one of those, a young girl, and then another teenage boy, both had to have their limbs amputated. Our Stacy Pino live in Oak Island this morning where she was last night. Now, Stacy, we've been asking the question, many questions this morning. Another one, just how often is something like this happening in Oak Island?
Well, Bob, like you guessed it, everyone is shocked by this incident, and the fire chief said last night in their news conference that he has been in Oak Island for the past 16 years and has never seen anything like this before. Now, kind of set the scene a little bit, I'm just right of the Ocean Crest Pier where the first victim was bit less than 24 hours ago. Now, like you said, we did learn that that was a 12-year-old girl. She has been airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center where she was treated for her injuries. Like you said, she did have to have her left arm amputated from the elbow down. We have learned this morning she is in fair condition. Now, just 90 minutes after that first bite happened, 2 miles south is where the second one occurred. That one affecting a 16-year-old boy. He was also airlifted to New Hanover Regional Medical Center and treated for his injuries. He's also in fair condition, but we have learned that his left arm also had to be amputated, but from the shoulder down. Now, many people are asking, is it safe to come out today? And town leaders said the beaches are back open. They did close them yesterday. They are back open today, and they are going to be increasing their patrol out here. And while these beaches are open, they want to encourage anyone to use extreme caution when getting into the waters.
It'd be business as normal. The sheriff's, of course, that is not usually on scene, so probably an extra half dozen or so personnel tomorrow.
There will be a live news conference coming up tonight this morning on WECT at 9 a.m. at Oak Island. So be sure to stay with WECT on air and online as we bring you the latest developments to this story. But for now, reporting in Oak Island, I'm Stacy Pino for Carolina in the Morning. Guys, back to you.